Ladies and gentlemen, from the Broad Street Ballroom here in New York City, we are set to go with our featured bout of the evening. It's all being brought to you by Chong Beer, Lucky Strike, Adidas, Mohegan Sun, and Tourism Thailand. This bout is sanctioned by the WKA, President in attendance, Brian Crenshaw. And now, ladies and gentlemen, 3 rounds of professional glory full rules kickboxing set for the 160-pound weight division. Your referee for this contest is Chris Wagner. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, he wears black, white, and blue. He represents Tampa Bay Muay Thai. From Tampa Bay, Florida, Michael Stevens. And his opponent across the ring, he's fighting out of the blue corner. He wears the black trunks. He represents Westchester Fight Club from Westchester, New York. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Elvis Gashi.
All right, gentlemen, you see the rules in the dressing room. Any questions over here? Any questions over here? Fight fair, fight hard. Touch them up.
All right, so here we go with our highly anticipated main event of the evening. Super Elvis Gashi from New York by way of Kosovo, taking on Michael Stevens from Tampa Muay Thai, and we are underway in round 1. A professional 3-round Glory Rules matchup. Elvis in the black trunks with the skull and crossbones on it. Stevens in the blue, white, and black.
You see Stevens already very athletic kicks, very fast kicks. We've always seen Gashi overwhelm everybody with his speed, so this is interesting to see how Stevens does against that.
Gashi comes in with a mark of 16-0. All of those bouts, Glory Rules affairs at the professional levels. Stevens, meanwhile, at 9-6 as a pro. He prefers traditional Thai boxing, but he decided to make the sacrifice and go with Glory Rule style against Elvis.
Oh, Gashi already trying to smother Stevens with punches. They tie up here in the clinch. And again, not a lot of clinching you can do with Glory Rules. You've got to get out after just a couple seconds after you throw 1 or 2 techniques.
So Super Elvis Gashi, a fan favorite, as he continues to try to put on a show. He's known for his fast starts.
Gashi
Stevens
using his movement here.
Good straight right hand from Stevens. But a good left kick from a Super Elvis.
Doubles up on the hook. Goes to the body, doubles up in the hook again up top.
The toss there by Stevens.
Yeah, Chris Wagner's given him a warning, though. You are not allowed to throw some type of judo throws or lifting your opponent up off the mat.
One of the caveats of the Glory Rules style of fighting that Stevens is not as used to as Elvis Gashi.
Oh, and hooks to the head, landed by Elvis Gashi.
And then he jams the forearm, does Elvis, into the throat of Michael Stevens as he had Stevens against the ropes.
Body kick lands. You can see he backed Stevens up a little bit. Took a deep breath right after that body kick. Nice evasion. Stevens coming back with a right hand of his own.
And Stevens had an opening there. Elvis missed on the head kick and was spun around, and Stevens looked like he kind of got too overzealous there going for the attack, and then he takes a big leg kick from Super Elvis. Left hook as well lands for Gashi.
Elvis doing a good job of going around the guard of Stevens using those hooks. Nice spinning back fist that actually landed through that exchange. Though off balance, it still landed as he was turning.
Final seconds of round 1. Big left hook from Gashi. And Stevens walks into a combination and he tries to land the knee, and then Gashi throws a couple of extra punches after the bell sound.
And a head kick to finish that round.
So Elvis Gashi excited to get this fight underway clearly, and even the bell didn't stop him after round 1. Now, not to make any excuses for Michael Stevens, but he had a bit of a tough time at the weigh-in yesterday. Apparently, he weighed himself in the morning, thought he had made weight. This is a 160-pound fight. Turned out the scale being used at the weigh-in had him at 2 pounds heavier than he initially thought he was, so he had to go running for about an hour after the initial weigh-in just to get himself down to the official weight of 160 and make weight for this fight.
Absolutely exhausting to have to cut weight in general, but to have to do it the day of the weigh-ins, it's practically torture.
And he said he lost about 8 or 9 pounds overall yesterday, but it was that final 2 that probably gave him the most trouble.
He's still very explosive and fast for somebody who had to cut weight, yesterday. Oh, that was a big collision there.
Gashi trying to keep that perfect record intact. He's wearing the black trunks with the skull and crossbones. Stevens in the blue, black, and white. Stevens whiffs on the head kick.
Gashi really using his back leg to kick out the inside of the front thigh.
Big right hand from Stevens. Best punch of the fight for him.
Yeah, he's obviously a very powerful guy. You can see that's why Gashi kind of like sticks and moves.
Something we're not used to seeing. Elvis on his heels a little bit. Nice knee inside, but Stevens pays the price as Gashi lands a left hook. It's a 3-round fight. Professional ranks, 3 3-minute rounds. We're in round 2.
Yeah, again, we're going with the glory rules, so you will not see any elbows.
Knee lands inside for Gashi.
Nice overhand right.
This is Friday Night Fights brought to you by Chong Beer, and you're watching our main event. Elvis Gashi and Mike Stevens going toe-to-toe at the Broad Street Ballroom in Lower Manhattan.
This accidental blow to the back of the head. Chris Wagner giving Michael Stevens a warning.
Stevens just by reflex trying to go into that clinch and do some work, but because of the Glory Rules setup, he's not able to do so.
Elvis Gashi walking forward with a 1-2-1 combination that landed.
No elbows and minimal to no clinching allowed in these Glory Rule style fights.
Nice cut kick that drops Stevens to the canvas. Big left hand.
Another left hand.
Hook landed by Stevens as Elvis was coming in on that exchange.
Final seconds of round number 2.
Gashi head
goes
kick lands upstairs. It was the foot, it was not the shin. If it was the shin, it would have been way more trouble.
So Michael Stevens able to end round 2 with a toss of Gashi, but Elvis doing some good work there towards the latter part of the round. Obviously the crowd behind him. And a tall order for Michael Stevens as he attempts to get back in this thing in the 3rd and final round. Mike Stevens originally hails from Mount Airy, North Carolina, which is the basis for the fictional town of Mayberry from the Andy Griffith Show. So literally a kid from Mayberry coming to the big city to take on a fan favorite, Elvis Gashi. No easy task for Michael Stevens.
Wow, did you just use a Nick at Night reference?
Listen, I watch a lot of TV. I watch a lot of TV. Okay, that's
totally okay.
I'm not ashamed to say it.
I got the reference, so I can't even make fun of you.
So here we go, 3rd and final round in this Glory Rules professional bout, and a big right-legged kick from Stevens to begin the round against Elvis Gashi.
Gashi knows that Stevens is very aggressive, very wild, is moving forward quickly. He's got to stay busy on his feet.
Stevens stuck a knee partially in there.
Yeah, knee to the head.
And Stevens knows it's going to be very tough to score a decision victory in this type of environment.
Right. As you can see, the crowd is just screaming for Elvis Gashi, cheering him on since round one. Good inside kick and a good burn kick.
Gashi caps off a combination.
Gashi snaps Stevens' head back.
Landed a couple of body blows. Stevens' guard went down, and boom, left hook to the head for Gashi.
Yeah, Gashi's been switching guards very often throughout this fight.
Stevens keeps coming, but he keeps walking into firepower from Elvis Gashi. Nice job by Stevens just to stay on his feet there. Some blood trickling out of the nose of Mike Stevens.
Gashi has been able to,
Big left hand from Gashi sends Stevens to a knee, and now he hits the canvas.
Gashi has been able to go through the guard of Stevens several times as he's had his hands low with hooks to the chin. He's landed that shot multiple times throughout this fight.
Stevens still off balance here. Gashi continues to attack. Chris Wagner's gonna step in. That's it. Elvis Gashi's done it again. Another knockout. Oh, pardon me. Standing 8. I apologize for that, folks. Premature. Chris Wagner allows Stevens to continue.
That's it.
But no longer. Now it's over.
Wagner would not let him take any more punishment. That was a very good call on referee Chris Wagner. And it's another TKO victory for Elvis Gashi.
Elvis Gashi gets the stoppage once again, and he stays perfect. 17-0, 10 knockouts, and he's still super. So Elvis Gashi stays undefeated with another impressive performance on Friday Night Fights, brought to you by Chong Beer. Let's go up to David Diamante.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Chris Wagner calls a halt to this contest. The official time of the stoppage, 2 minutes and 11 seconds of the third and final round. Your winner by TKO, Elvis Gashi.
Super Elvis does it again. 17-0 now, with 10 of those victories coming by way of knockout. Tonight he scored the TKO win over Tampa Muay Thai's Michael Stevens, who gave it all he possibly could, but it was not enough. The kid from Kosovo taking the Big Apple by storm. Phoenix Carnivale will be with the winner in just a moment.
Elvis, congratulations on continuing to stay undefeated and for another successful fight here at Friday Night Fights. What and who do you want next?
I want to thank everyone who came to support me here. Always with you, I will be undefeated. Always. The guy was really tough, Michael. I appreciate him coming all the way here. Yeah. The toughest guy.
He came out swinging, he came out very wild. What did you do to control that?
I just keep going. My trainer keep telling me, forward, go, punch, punch, kick. I got the win.
Do you have anybody in mind for your next fight?
I want Lokusa for title fight. I want the promoter to give me a chance for title fight. I think I deserve it.
I think you do too. Congratulations, and I think we'd all like to see that.
Super Elvis Gashi calling out Super Swiss Chris Lokusa as he collects another victory on Friday Night Fights. What a way to cap things off from the Broad Street Ballroom.